Roy Jones has no doubt who wins. Chris Eubank Jr. vs Conor. Benn after split from Eubank as trainer. Roy Jones Jr. has spent many hours working closely with Chris Eubank Jr. so is well placed to make his prediction for the upcoming fight with Conor. Benn. These two generational rivals are expected to finally square off with one another inside a boxing in a matter of months. The fight is set for an official announcement with a target date of April 26 and likely to land at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It will be a full 2.5 years after they very nearly settled their differences back in October 2022. That fight was infamously pulled late in the day due to failed drug tests by Benn, who has spent the majority of the time since fighting to clear his name. He did so in late 2024 and, now free to fight on UK soil, soon turned his attention to this fight with Eubank. The 28-year-old goes into it off the back of just 2 low-key fights in that time, both of which went the full distance. Eubank meanwhile has fought on 3 occasions, twice with former world champion Liam Smith, one of which he lost by KO before winning by the same method in the immediate rematch, and then he stopped Kamil Saramita in the 7th round back in October. Back in 2020, Eubank began training with former multiweight world ruler Jones Jr., though they would split after his loss to Smith. The American has now spoken to the Podghost podcast and sided with his former charge. It's gonna be hard for Benn to beat Chris Eubank because Chris Eubank is bigger, faster, he hits harder, he has more experience in big fights. I don't see how you're gonna beat Chris Eubank. It's true that Benn, a natural welterweight, will be the smaller man when the two face off. The fight will take place at the middleweight limit of 160 pounds, though Eubank has publicly criticized a contracted rehydration clause.